Alright. Sorry about the long intro. I hate to do intros longer than 5 minutes. Had to take care of some stuff though, real quick. A very busy night. Holy shit. I am in the Northeast United States. So we were hit with Hurricane Ida. Or the remnants. The fucking remnants. This storm has traveled 1,200 miles already, and it hit us harder than any storm in the past, like, decade, pretty much. Rain-wise, at least. This is the most rain I've seen in my entire life. Jesus Christ, what a nightmare. So, last night, we got a bunch of warnings, flash flood watches. We got a flash flood emergency, which I think was the first one ever given in the state. And I was thinking about just sleeping through it, waking up the next day, and just fixing whatever happens. Because we were hit with Elsa in early July, and it did flood our basement. It wasn't sitting water, it was just sort of soaking into the carpets and into the sub-basement. So I was sort of expecting that. And then I came out of my room at about 11 p.m. and the basement was already soaking wet and the worst hadn't even come yet. So what we ended up doing was using we have a 10-gallon wet vac, and we just kept filling it up. Every 2 minutes it would fill up. It would just be 10 gallons every 2 minutes. We'd have to bring it upstairs and dump it out the front door. And between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. we were doing that. We did it about 30 times. So we ended up clearing about 300 gallons of water from our basement over the course of 3 hours. It did eventually stop seeping in through the walls in the basement. At about 3 a.m. we decided to call it. This was by far the most rain I've ever seen, like, anywhere. I think my town had a rainfall of like 8 inches. It was absolutely insane. Holy shit, it was bad. It was really bad. We were able to keep up with it. It was pretty much like we would fill the wet vac, go dump it, and then we'd go back downstairs, and it was back to where it was already. Like, we were basically just trying to balance it out. We were just trying to keep up with the water coming in. We did eventually catch up with it, and it did slow down, and we prevented it from spreading any further, which is awesome. It got into my room a little bit. But yeah, it was a very long night. Right now our road's blocked. There's a tree down, I think. Man, it was just the remnants of a hurricane. A hurricane that had traveled 1,200 miles already, and it was still this powerful. It was not fun. But on the bright side, I think I sweat out the rest of my fever. I'm feeling great now. Alright, so my plan was to... I can't do anything else. Like, the next places are level 130, and I'm like 95? No, I'm 100. 102. I need to spend these skill points. Yeah, I'm actually getting there. So what I might do... What is this in London? Oh, I can do this one now. I think that's this world event. Okay, so I can do that. Alright, yeah, I'll spend these skill points. No, I won't. Fuck that. I don't need to. I like to keep them. Alright, so I'll go to London. I don't think it'll level me up or anything, but I'll do it. And I'll probably go to Asgard. Like, I don't know what the level requirement is for that, but I don't think it's 100. Feels really good to be playing this again while not sick. Like, I streamed the other day, and it was nice to play it, but I felt like absolute garbage.
If I find one crack, that statue is as fragile as the rest of my collection and costs more than
I was just miserable the entire time. You could hear it in my voice. I was not feeling great.
I have a guess who your friend is, and no, Osbert cannot have his greasy pedestrian fingers on something so exquisite.
Osbert.
Oh, that is delicious. Yes, Osbert. A name fit for a poor failure. It'll cost a cow's weight in silver to get it in his hands.
Okay, I'm nowhere near 5. So I have more than enough money, so just...
I'll give you the filthy silver.
Oh, that is... Thank you. Well, I should hope so. You may take the Legionnaire.
You say a cow's weight in silver? That was 130, and I currently have like 6,000 or something. Yeah, that was not super expensive.
I'll have to take this back to us.
Yeah, I remember this was glitched last time I did it. I don't remember specifically what happened, but there's no way for me to get inside. Like, I think I had to get some girl to distract him so I could grab the key and get inside, but the key wasn't there. Actually, did that give me... Yeah, that gave me XP, so this... Getting in this quest might give me XP, so I might be able to get to a next level. If not, then I can just go straight to Valka. Oh, and I do have a thing to turn in.
Eivor, have you seen Wallace?
Petra, what is wrong?
It's my brother. Wallace was meant to return hours ago, but I've seen neither hide nor hair of him. He's usually punctual. I'd like to search the woods for him, but alone I fear I would have little luck. Would you join me? 2 could cover much more ground.
We should go now. Do you know where to start?
Near Peterborough. It's where he buys his tanning liquids. I know he sometimes makes camp at a crossroads between here and there.
Well, I can't really turn this in until I... Here.
Be my eyes, Sunan.
Okay. I was gonna turn in the legendary animal that I found, but I can't really do that without Wallace. Is she gonna hop on? Yes. Actually, can I turn this in with her with me? Alright, give me a second, Petra.
Octavian, I have something that may interest you. Maximilian sends his
Classic.
regards.
What?
Classic Ubisoft.
Gave this to you?
Oh, there we go.
That perfect little wretch.
I like how
did he
she's
bring
here.
himself to part with it?
Ask no questions, hear no lies. I only hope you enjoy it, and that neither of us have to see that man again.
Oh, thank you.
I have to go.
Vale, Eivor.
Ooh, that did give me enough. That's actually kind of surprising. That's a lot of XP for a simple quest.
We can retrace his steps. With luck, he hasn't done anything foolish.
Is he prone to that sort of thing?
Never. That's why his absence worries me. I told you how we found him, didn't I?
You did. Led by a white elk to a lost babe in the woods. A fated encounter.
This game is
Fated,
so
yes.
fucking pretty.
As if gifted from one guardian to another, he was bestowed on us like a babe among the reeds.
Wait, where are we that we haven't... Oh, Lincolnshire. We are not a high enough level for this area.
Over there. He may have stayed somewhere nearby.
If he did, he left traces.
Cast about this land, my friend.
Oh no! Eivor! Over here!
Yeah, I'll be there in a second.
Careful, Petra. Look at its eyes.
Whoa!
There's something wrong with this one.
Strong scent down here. Strange and heady. I don't recognize it.
It has a familiar sourness. I can't place it.
That
Not
scared the
smell of
shit out of
death.
me.
It is almost pleasant. Must be Wallace's clothes. The trousers are wet. Probably pissed himself.
What are these, like, whispers I'm hearing?
Wallace stayed here. Seems he made something to eat.
Someone was wounded. A knife attack, I think.
Oh my god, Eivor! Eivor, come this way!
What have you found?
I saw it, Eivor! I saw him nearby!
Oh, we're
Wallace?
stoned.
The white elk! The
Forgot
white
about
elk
that.
brought me to Wallace years ago. It was there! I saw it there!
Are you certain?
As sure as I see you now! He's back!
Like, Immortals was very vibrant and everything, but it was very cartoony. Like, it was pretty. This is, like, very, very pretty in, like, a more realistic way. This is, like, gorgeous.
Petra!
Holy shit.
Where are you?
Eivor! I'm here! Come!
Petra! Hello? Mimir, guide me. Have I lost her too?
Ooh.
Ah, the elk. You will know where she is.
Kill it! Damn,
am,
that would have been
I
a
am sorry to trouble you, Lord.
Eivor,
That'd have been a
nice to
pricey,
see you
pelt.
here.
Are you the white elk Petra told me about?
Of course I am. Look at me.
Maybe you can help me. Petra's disappeared. I need to find her before the sun slips away.
No, no. Petra hasn't disappeared. She's close, very close, and waiting for you. Follow me.
You are the guardian of this place. To live a comforting life out here among the hills and dales of Mercia.
Oh, I get on, you know.
I
eat,
get
I
on.
sleep, I frolic. I want for
This is such a
nothing and
weird
enjoy
quest.
every moment. It is a decent life. And what are you and Petra doing out here, lurking about in the woods? Hunting, maybe?
In a way, yes. We're looking for her brother Wallace. She's been waiting for him all day.
Oh, my dear, yes. Where could Wallace be? Oh, where? Oh, where indeed? Ha!
Is Petra near? I fear we've lost her.
She was here a moment ago.
Well, what is happening?
I cannot stay. Not here, not now.
Evil bandits who Sutunger's Hall! What have you done with Petra? What have you done to Petra? Answer me!
We haven't run into these guys yet.
Stop! I'm here!
I will make them talk, Petra. I must know the truth.
These are the guys you
I
run
must
into
know
in
where you
Asgard.
are.
People, I am right here. There is no need to question this carrion further.
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Now come! I believe I know where we'll find Wallace. Up there! His trail leads this way.
Petra, I met your old friend the White Elk, but he vanished before my
Oh, is that
eyes
just killing
before I
like
found
birds?
You were visited.
him. For a
That's
time.
kind of funny.
We talked until he vanished into
Oh, that
the
bird had a
empty
broken
air.
shield.
A shame, really. I enjoyed his presence.
Ah, look there!
This is strange, say, dear Petra. Where are you?
I really love that. Your bird will collect stuff from ranged kills.
Eivor, come on! I'm up here!
That makes this so much
Petra?
easier. Like hunting is so
How
much
are you
easier.
doing this?
There's no trick to it. I think about it, and it works. Easy as walking. Try it.
Again? Petra, how? How can I do that, Petra?
Yes, just try it. Move! Run in a straight line!
Try it! Exclamation mark.
No, no, no! Too far! Too far! Amazing.
You did it, just
What
like
the
your
fuck?
Sunan, and not a scratch on you.
Sunan, that's the
Now
bird's
let's go.
name.
Wallace should be over
I keep
there.
wanting to say
Are you
Sinu,
sure
but that's
Wallace is here?
Origins.
I see no one.
I believe so. We should ask the rabbits. They will know something.
Of course. The rabbits.
We've been here before.
This is where the wolves attacked us.
Right. Let us hope their spirits are not
I'm not doing
restless and
this.
that they do not wake to maul us.
Oh no. The wolf spirits have wakened.
Good day.
What the?
I hope I'm not intruding, but have you seen my brother Wallace? Damn! This one doesn't speak rabbit.
Oh god.
Petra, hurry!
Where? Where?
Tell me, little rabbit, have you seen a man named Wallace around here?
It's not working.
I see. Thank you for your help. Eivor, look! The elk has returned! There! Do you see it? The white elk leading us to Wallace.
Oh my
just
god,
as
we were on the edge of the
before.
cliff.
I see him. I do.
Come on, Eivor, chase the elk!
Oh, look at all that ore.
No, no, please don't disappear.
I can't.
Ah, not until we have Wallace.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
No!
Couldn't swing my
No!
weapons.
Don't go!
Wait, we're home. Full circle with nothing to show for it.
So what are we looking at?
Wallace? You stone-brained stoat! We've been looking for you!
And here I am, freshly rested and ready to work.
You're days late!
I was carrying quite a burden coming home. Slowed me down some, so I made a camp and picked some mushrooms for a nice soup. Turns out I picked some funny mushrooms. Sent me into a tizzy. Tore off my clothes, woke up naked and bruised in the woods. So I snuck home, naked as the day God made me, and grabbed some clothes. Now I'm off to get my tools.
Mushrooms.
So the elk, just another dream.
Maybe so. But don't scoff at dreams. They're often worth more than our waking hours. I may still be bussing from these mushrooms, but
I thought she said
this is
bussin'.
nice.
I had fun today. Maybe we could do it again. Without the mushrooms.
We could. But I'll have to ask the rabbits for permission.
That was a fun little quest. And holy shit, that was a good amount of XP. Oh, I think there's a treasure that I can get now. It's gonna hurt. Not too bad. There was a treasure behind this waterfall that I couldn't get because there's a breakable wall, but I didn't have my fire arrows. Do I? No, I don't still. I don't have enough adrenaline, but I think the dummies give me some. I'm curious if there's any height in this game that'll kill me. I'm at full health. Where is... There they are. I think these give me adrenaline. Yeah, okay. Might as well fill up both. This is definitely gonna hurt, but no, we're good. Oh, this is where we had to go. I hit the wrong button. Snitch. Fabric? What is fabric used for? So that might be the first piece of fabric I've gotten. Yeah. don't remember what that's used for.
I have the plants you need.
Good, good. Once added to the elixir, it will be ready to drink. In taking this, you will have access to the All-Father's wisdom. You will walk the path of Odin and live as he lived so long ago. Prepare yourself for a journey into another time, another plane.
Oh, that squish. What the hell is that? Oh, I need to turn the difficulty back up. I think I'll keep level scaling the same, because I like the feeling of
elixir
getting
is
more
ready.
powerful.
It will taste like misery itself, but it will open your mind to the sights and sounds of the 9 worlds.
Oh, suggested power is 90. Alright. Alright, before I do that, I'm gonna hand in the animal. I haven't even touched the table yet. I'm wondering when it'll just force me to do story. I've done a lot without even touching the main story.
Good day, Eivor.
Petra,
Eivor, how are you?
Yeah, let's start
I
this.
thought we might spend some time.
That would be lovely. I was just about...
I could use the practice.
Oh, okay, we're doing something. I thought this would be like a cutscene or something.
Remember, you can only shoot a target once. Ready? Go! Ah, not bad.
Right in the middle. See that one, Petra?
If this was a deer, we would be feasting well tonight. Yes! Take that!
And I believe the victory goes to me.
Good game.
Good shit, good shit.
That was fun. Next time, could we light the arrows afire or shoot blindfolded?
I am satisfied with ordinary arrows.
You're
Less
shooting
chance for
exploding
disaster.
pots.
Fair enough. I look forward to it. Eivor.
Do I get anything for that? Guess not. Not the shit in the piss pot.
You and Petra chasing a white elk in the woods high as wispy clouds, my... Impressive. Never seen anything like it.
Nice. Oh yeah, I still have the wolves. Eh.
Happy to say I've refreshed my stocks.
I have something that may interest you.
We always have need for this. I'd pay well for this.
Ooh.
I could really use this.
Alright, I don't care about any of that.
Done for now.
I'm off.
Say hi to Petra if you see her.
Oh yeah, where is she? Where did she go? There she is.
Eivor,
Petra, you have a look that could quiet the thunder. Is something wrong?
no, everything's fine. Although well, it's not easy.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, I really enjoyed the time we've
There
spent
we
together,
go.
Eivor. More than enjoyed. What I'm trying to say here is that I like you, Eivor. And I'd like to go further with you. I thought we might, be together.
I feel the same way, Petra.
Gods, I was worried you would never feel the same. I mean, you're always away living adventures and...
But I always return home.
What are
Every,
you
like,
waiting for?
8 months or
Kiss me.
something. Okay, bye. Oh, shit. That was fast.
Come over here.
I know there's like a... I don't know how this works. Okay, spoilers. You kind of get with Randvi, Sigurd's wife. I don't know how that plays in. Like, are we allowed to have this relationship? You can only have one relationship, but the
It's a smaller territory.
Randvi
It's
one,
called
holy
Shire.
shit.
This one is called Land.
I think if I got any further in, I would have started the main mission, which I did not want to do. Okay, I can't do anything else. I think if you get too close to the longhouse or in the longhouse, you'll just kick off the mission. I thought that was an achievement. Damn it. She's just been waiting. I left all day. I remember doing this for the first time and I was legitimately like blown away that this was a full story section. Because this kind of thing was like the DLC for Odyssey. This is like a full thing. Jesus. Gorgeous.
The prophecies of the Nornir are as clear as daylight. The Aesir are doomed. All Asgard is doomed. Repeat the last passage.
Brothers will fight one another and kill one another.
The home of the gods turns red with gore.
It will be an age of storms.
An age of wolves.
Not this. Further along. The foretelling of a wolf. A great beast.
The wolf Fenrir howls terribly before the gates to hell.
The beast will break its bonds and run.
And my part. What about me?
Then comes the second great sorrow.
When the Harvey goes to fight the wolf.
And falls to Fenrir.
And falls to Fenrir. It's there, you see? You have foretold my death. Your Harvey will die.
We speak what we see.
We know your fate, your destiny.
Have you gleaned enough, O wise one?
Fate can be altered, life is what you make of it. One of those two. They probably wouldn't like fate can be altered because they are the weavers of fate. I'll go sort of middle ground.
Why struggle and fight? If we are but threads stretched between anchored points, without hope, life is a prison, not a gift.
Life is the music that comes from playing those threads. That is what lifts our spirits and fills our hearts.
I am no string to be plucked or tied. I am the High One, the Lord of Ecstasy, the enemy of the wolf. I am eternal. Riddled words only cloud my thoughts. The storm is brewing, not in the clouds but down below. Does our final battle draw near? Is this how Ragnarok begins?
Why is there just a dead deer here? Justice power is 90. Look at all that fucking wealth. Oh my god. It's not that big of a place. I think that's how we get back. Oh boy, okay. Where do we even start here? I think I'm just gonna do what I always do. Just go to the sync point, go to all the sync points and just start there. I think there's gonna be a few that I just can't get yet because they're just locked away. I wish the game was a little better at telling you when you couldn't do certain things. Doesn't look like there's a lot of like tiny treasures. Nice. Unless I just haven't unlocked them yet. I return to lead you to victory. Bye. Oh, this is cool. Forgot about that. Okay, can't follow the road because there's technically no road. How do I get down? Don't yell at me, I'm Odin. I'll smite you. Okay, can't go that way. Will this fall kill me? Yes. Even though I'm Odin, kind of BS. Maybe if I was at full health. I look dead there. Let's try to get to a road first. That's so awkward looking. Okay, this is a road. No, not quest objective. Damn it, okay. How close can I get? Get to here? Perfect. Gonna take a while. She sounds absolutely shit-faced. Oh, I still got like ambushes and stuff here. I don't like that. At least I can run away now. Am I already there? Holy shit, that was fast. I thought that would take 10 minutes. Okay, let's take the path that it wants me to take. This is like climbing up to High Hrothgar. Oh. Okay, there.
This place is heavily guarded.
Maybe I don't take the path it wants me to take. Yeah. Oh. That's not wealth. Oh, what are these? They don't have, like, treasure chests. They have these things. I don't remember what they are. Only climbing up to High Hrothgar was this easy. There's Yggdrasil. Those... They aren't marked as red. That one is, though. That's awesome that I got those arrows back. I was down to 0. Okay. They are red, so I think they will attack me. They just haven't seen me yet. Alright. I don't want to deal with that. Alright, let's keep climbing the mountain. Oh, there might be an achievement for climbing this mountain. I think there is. What's the name of this place? Doesn't have a name. Ah. You know what? I think I should really upgrade these now. I haven't touched these. Okay, I can only upgrade that once. Wow, fabric. I don't even remember, like, I guess you get fabric in later areas. That's rough. Okay, I might as well get this while I'm in here. Is that good enough? No. Okay, that's close. Close-ish. Tear stone. I don't remember what that's for. Alright, at this point I think I'm just gonna climb up normally. Eine Fuga. Sounds like German. It's a nice place. Alright, are there any more... How is there not a sync point here? Is it really just these two? I guess so. That's a big place. Nothing on that island. Alright, so I guess what we'll do... Could just work our way around this way. We're just gonna go island by island. That's way easier. There's definitely more on this island. This entire island doesn't have anything? I don't believe that. It's like that one thing. I might do this one first, actually. This, I think, is a cairn. Yeah, you can already see it. This might be one of the ones that gave me like an aneurysm. Some of these I got so frustrated with. Just stacking rocks, but god damn. Is this the thing I already figured out? Yeah, okay. Please land there. Perfect. Yeah, I think this is one of the ones that really pissed me off. I had to look it up.
Our work is done, and daylight remains. We have earned a drink for our troubles, I think. What say you, brothers?
A drink, aye! To drown our creation in praise. A world fashioned anew from old flesh.
Do you recall the size of old Ymir when we began our work? A corpse as tall as the day is long, spanning the abyss Genungaga.
Oh yes,
Genungaga.
oh yes. His pliant flesh, by which we made the fertile soils of the earth.
And from his blood came oceans and the seas. I remember well.
For hills and mountains we piled his bones.
From his beard came trees, from his hair the grass.
His domed skull we opened, for the blue heavens above, crowded by clouds of brain matter.
A new world made from an old life ended.
This is a gross story.
Skål, brothers! I raise my horn to you both.
Brother Odin, you are silent. Is something wrong? Is our work not worthy of praise?
Okay, this isn't gonna work. Too short. Really awkward. If I move this one, does it all fall over? Yes. Okay, reset all of it. This one be on the bottom? I don't know why Eivor doesn't pick a flat spot. I don't think I can sit this one on its side, but if I could, that gets a massive height. Oh my god, that's amazing! Is that one of the ones that I really struggled with? I don't remember. There was definitely one in Asgard, though. Okay, let's go back over here. So I'm just gonna quickly... We'll go back to the chasm, then work our way around. Alright, so down there. You really couldn't have put one lower. Okay, well, there's something. What is this? Is this the one that I did? No. But there's nothing like labeled on my map. Or no, maybe this is the one I did. Yeah, okay, never mind, it is. Ow. Love these mountains that are basically just steps. Cool. Alright, well, here we are.
I must be careful now.
These guys a low enough level? Yeah. Oh, 18 arrows. Can't get a read on this guy. Nice. Guy seems tough, so he might take a couple. Holy fuck. slight issue with these two. I think these guys can see each other. They might... Nope, that guy doesn't care. Perfect. Nope, if he does. Yes, he does. Where's he going? Oh, that's the worst spot to be. Cool. Fuck. Nice. This is a risk. Oh, damn it. Haven't killed the guy with the key. Merciful dude, the bird is so nice. You just don't run out of ammo. No, I want to stay up high. Oh no, there's two people. Fuck, I want to get my bird on that guy. I can't do that without aiming, and then they'll spot me.
Some kind of trouble.
And maybe she'll come over here, I can assassinate her, and then get the chain assassinated on him. Please.
Shadows.
Chain assassinations are always like kinda
Hey,
hit or
what's
miss.
going on?
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Like I'm this close and it's like a straight shot. You'd assume. Like, I don't know why it didn't work. You can get out of here. Someone just yelled. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, there's someone in the bushes still. Oh, I can't see them with Odin's sight. Oh, that's gross. I forgot about that. That's cool that they disappeared, though. It makes it way easier for people not to get spotted. What the fuck? Why is he back? You gonna come around, take a look? Guess not. I don't know why that guy respawned. Take his money though, again. God, that looks so gross. Oh my god, did these guys respawn too? Or are these different people? What the hell is with the respawn rate? This might be like a story mission area. Is it even worth fighting these guys? Not a fan of that respawn rate. I think this is a story mission area, so the game's just sort of forced to respawn consistently.
Gods here are vigilant.
How do I get that one? So those guys are back. Bro. Eivor, please. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with killing everyone. Originally I was gonna, but since they just respawn, there's really no point other than like farming XP, but it's 10 XP a kill, 15 if you assassinate. Not really worth it.
I should be cautious around here.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Did not see that at first. Alright, I am back. We finished this area, so we can just head out. Go see what this world event is. Oh, there you are. I wish we could keep this guy. This guy's cool. No. Fuck it. Wait, what? Oh, okay, there are 3 people. I thought it was just 2 people.
What's the big noise?
What's the big noise?
Now, best stay on my toes.
Love to see. Holy shit, why are there so many? God, that's a bloody plant.
Hey!
Are they just spawning infinitely? Yes, they are. How am I supposed to do anything?
Here's a nice hard shaft in the rear. You Arkham dog. You run like a cow.
Has this even spawned yet? No.
Steady!
Okay, so maybe we can't do this yet. Let's try this.
You merit the eagle.
Can't talk to this guy. Can I just not do anything until... Maybe not. Alright, well let's kick this off and see what happens. I feel like we'd sink much further than that.
We must devise a strategy to deal with these invaders, Thor.
Booty's balls. We are Asgardians. We don't skulk around like elves. We fight!
We are fighting. For our homes, for our people. But some problems can't be solved with the hard end of a hammer.
Name one.
Harvey, break our stalemate.
What's this? Another invasion?
Warriors from Jotunheim. They attack from all fronts.
While we sit on our trembling hands and scratch our bums.
Not so, Thor. Many Aesir have been sent to the four corners of Asgard, leaving we four to defend the Great Hall.
Harvey, lend me a score of your warriors and I will lead them into Jotunheim myself.
We cannot afford such a loss. The Einherjar must hold back to defend our city.
I would bring them here, to hold the Great Hall itself. This invasion is too large to spread ourselves around.
All this prattle solves nothing. Battle or death!
Silence! All of you! We will take the fight to the enemy before they cross the Bifrost.
Well said, Ravenfeeder. Name those who may fight beside you.
I mean, probably, yeah.
I need only one. You, Thor, Lord of Thunder. Together we will cripple
like,
the enemy
come on,
before they grow
obviously.
too bold.
Rouse every warrior who can hold axe or hammer. We're hunting Jotnar heads!
The rest of you, stay back to protect the Great Hall. Were any creatures among the Jotnar? Draugr, trolls, or wolves?
What troubles you, Havi?
Does your far side tell you something?
More invaders! They gather at the Bifrost Bridge!
Where's Loki? He should be guarding that door.
Warn the others. The fight begins.
Einherjar! Here is the battle you died to attain! For Havi and for Asgard! Jotunheim scum!
Yeah, I think maybe I had to do this before starting anything. The fuck was that? I just like tripped down the stairs? How deep is this? Can I walk across this? Yes.
With me! I gift this battle to myself.
Bring to heaven your blades! We will drown our enemies in blood!
Good time for the rain to start.
Blood for Asgard! Say hello to Jormungandr.
It's a good angle for this. I don't care. I can't even save it, I don't have enough space. There's... Okay, I want to try something. Need to get someone close to the edge. I don't think I can knock people off. That's a bummer. Oh, that was a big hit. Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Brutal. No, I did that. That was all me.
You break too easily!
I must staunch the flow of invaders.
His arms came off. Ooh.
Asgard will fall!
Not while I stand.
Oh, I don't have any adrenaline. There we go. He's cut his head off. I was kind of hoping she would focus on him.
Return to your Jotun masters.
Holy shit. Forgot about that one.
Loki was charged with guarding this gate, and yet it was left open.
What's that?
You've done us no favors either, Jotun.
Wait, no. You're mistaken. I am no Jotun.
Harvey, I found this one lurking in the shade, shying from battle. Shall I extract some teeth to get him talking? Or pluck out an eye?
You were told to guard this portal, Loki. What happened?
The portal opened, and these soldiers came bleeding through. So I sent warning straight away. And I captured this one, the soggy-jowled sheep herder.
What's your name, stranger?
I am called the Builder by most.
She wants your name, not your trade.
If I have another name, it's not within my memory. Builder it's been for as long as I've been building things.
Yeah, why are you here?
Why have you come to Asgard?
To bow my bruised ego, I'll admit. The Jotnar did not appreciate my skills and crafts.
And you thought we in Asgard might?
Was it wrong to believe you and your kin possess a wisdom beyond measure and could recognize such a rare opportunity?
Harvey, when someone gifts you a horse, you ride it. I put a bridle on this one.
Is that right, Builder? Are you a gift horse? Or a secret curse?
Neither, High One. I am only a tool.
Yeah, you
one
are.
with hopes to be well used.
This portal has been a source of misery for some time. I want it sealed.
With respect, this is not the only way the Jotnar can enter Asgard. May I propose a more encompassing solution?
Quite a coincidence that you came when you did, at the tail end of a brutal attack.
That I came when I did was by design. I have been among your enemies for so long, I know how they hunker for your demise. If you doubt me, I could offer a demonstration.
A demonstration, yes. And if he fails to impress, we hoist his skin as a sail.
I'll accept these terms, with the last condition. I would need water from your well of Urthur.
What do you know of our sacred well?
It's a place of great power and vital magic, a source of spirit. It's the water there that will power your shield.
I'll collect the water, Harvey. Keep this one clear of our sacred sites.
Loki, halt! I will go to the well. You must find this builder a clearing for his display.
No, it's no trouble, Harvey. The damp and the dark appeal to me.
That's weird.
Go with the builder, then return to the Great Hall with news of our next step.
As you command. An interesting offer.
A curious coincidence.
Okay, so I think we might be able to do stuff here now. Alright, so we were trying to do this one, but we couldn't. Sick. There's an achievement to do like a 1,500 meter slide or something like that. I think there's only like one place in this game that you can really do that. Can we still not do this one? How did that happen?
Dane, the lifeless one. Why has this noble stag wandered so far from the tree Yggdrasil? The sight of this majestic creature gives my own
What the fuck?
heartbeats. I will follow in the same spirit.
I've seen that happen the last time I played and it was very confusing.
Here is Dunir, the unknowing. Have you eaten your fill of Yggdrasil's green leaves?
Gods won't want you.
As well. Has some disaster befallen the Tree of Life? Or is this simply a gathering of the hallowed herd?
Like that one just died. They're all just dying. Well, I did it.
Even Dvalin is roused from his thriving slumber. Does this wild run come from a place of joy or fear?
Maybe they like weren't supposed to be there. Like maybe Ubisoft couldn't find a way to prevent these guys from running away from enemies, so they just programmed them to die.
Finally, Eichdunir, from whose horns flow the rivers Sid and Vid. So this was the purpose behind their prancing, an offering to their caretaker.
I'll take it.
Thank you, noble hearts. I'll put this gift to good use and remain your steadfast protector.
That was nice. Good dear friends. Still don't understand why everyone just died there. It's really funny though. Okay, now will this guy talk to me?
What is it?
Harvey, you must let me through.
Why? What
Why?
do you want with the Well of Hellheimer?
To return to my wife. I don't know. Our village was destroyed. I died with my axe. She did not.
Good warrior. Hellheimer is no place you want to be. I've given you the honor of joining my warriors. Do not be fickle.
If it were your love, you would move the 9 realms to reunite with her. You care not for us warriors. I challenge you to a duel. If I win, fulfill my wish. If you win, send me to hell because I'm an unfit warrior.
That is an unfair fight. I cannot win, and you cannot survive.
Who am I to trick a trickster? Come, Harvey. Are you a prick and a coward?
Damn.
Grant my wish, you soft cock.
I raised armies while you were shitting your rags.
Go battle!
Fuck.
Yes, my lord.
So we didn't kill him? I guess? Okay. We beat the shit out of him though. Holy shit. Yeah, you limp away, nerd. Oh, crap. Perfect. Love to see it. Easy. That's this island taken care of. Now this might get to a point here. Like, I don't know if we can do this yet. Maybe it's here. I don't fully remember. think as a god that I breathe underwater indefinitely. Okay, and then the next two are here. Trollton. Okay, one's up and one's down. Where is the entrance to the well?
The Well of Urd. Not even I know all your secrets.
Well, that's suspicious.
The sunstone has been moved. The light's path is shifted. These caves run deep. Nidhogg and his serpents have been busy.
Ah. I think I could just leave, but I think I'm just gonna do all this stuff first. If I remember correctly, it's kind of irritating to get in here. Or maybe that's later down the road. I don't remember. Maybe not.
Harvey, Loki said you'd be here. He told me of the Builder's requests, an offer that gives me great worry.
Why was this passage blocked? Has someone been here recently?
Do you hear me, Harvey? This builder is a stranger to us. We know not what he intends.
I am the king of Asgard, Tyr. Do not question my desire to protect her.
Calm, old friend. What's needling you?
The Nornir told me I would die at Ragnarok. They described the scene of my passing.
All but a few will perish in the final battle. We know this. Yet we will die well, and live again in great and glorious tales.
I will need your strength in the coming days. To anchor me, to challenge me, to pull me back from the abyss, should I teeter.
And I will, as long as breath fills me. So I must caution you. Step with care in this place. What happens here may ripple through the fabric of the Nine Worlds.
Okay,
The well is
so
sealed. Someone labors
yeah,
to
this
keep
is a
me out.
puzzle,
Perhaps it is meant.
which I don't want to do right now. Well, I'm not. I'm just gonna leave.
I will take it as a challenge.
It wasn't too bad getting in here. I thought it would be worse.
These sunstones are meant to guide the light, but the path has been diverted. What if an invader was trying to weaken the well's defenses? Are we meant to intervene?
Alright, that was a little awkward, but we did it. Alright, we are free. I swear the meters feel much shorter in this region. Like 300 meters back in England feels decently sized, but here you can just run that. Man, there really isn't much to do here. This reminds me of Red Dead, like those random little shacks in Lemoyne. Whoops. Didn't really want to do that. Oh, just hoping to stay out of the water the whole time. Then we got that one. What the fuck? Okay, fine. Fuck you. She like purposefully dove over that. Was that? Is that a fortress that I'm heading to, or is that a town? That's pretty big. Alright, what is this gonna be? It's a world event. Ah.
Oh, Dumbler. Who shut you up in here? You should be free.
Nothing less than a god could confine this ancient creature against her will. Was it the trickster, or some other menace? Or do I imagine ill omens when none existed?
Alright. You want me to clear all of them? It's a bit much.
I should not be seen in this area. It was simple thirst that drove this primeval creature. Even the gods are subject to common needs.
Slake your thirst, man-maker. May you bring forth new things to amaze us all.
Yeah, okay. That's weird. The random little treehouse. Now, I don't know if killing all these guys is worth it, because I don't know if they're just going to respawn, or if they only respawn because I hadn't closed the door yet. That is not at all what I wanted to do. Whoops. I'm used to hitting X to cancel a bow. Surprisingly few people here. How big this area is. Okay, I'll respawn. Alright, that was actually not too bad. That was a pretty perfect run through that place. I don't like wolves in games. Like ghost wolves that you can't even attack. That's really annoying. Also, wolves won't attack you. They're just unprovoked. What is this place? A random house. Is there actually something that I can do here? Nah, I don't care. I really don't need the steed. That's a lot of foxes, what the fuck? Like everything I can pretty much just run to.
Who will join us on this wild hunt? Which among you hunger for a challenge, eh? Who here has an appetite for adventure?
Hail, Andrimnir. Off again to hunt the immortal boar?
Yes.
Immortal my ass.
Again, Sarimnir has risen from his bones and escaped my kitchen. It should prove to be a vigorous chase.
You never tire of tracking this beast.
No hunt is more thrilling, and his meat has no equal. Come.
Like, why aren't you running as fast as I am? I don't know why games can never get this right.
you sluggards! Have you no appetite? This meat is not to be missed! Take care! Skillfully done, Lord Keeper. I will save you the juiciest cut. Come, you brave butchers! Let us prepare a true hero's feast.
Nailed it. I want to see if they actually do anything with this. Oh, well, if they're not going back to that camp, then I don't care anymore. So I think this island is where I can't get into it for a while. There's a cave system in here that I can't really open until like the end of this story.
Your curses cannot touch me. Your weapons will not...
Warrior, put reins upon your battle lust and ride it. Do not be ridden by it.
I do not know your face, but I know...
Yes, think. What are your last memories?
I remember the fire farm, filling my throat, wading through a sea of blood and meat. A spear piercing my heart.
And then the Valkyries plucked you from the Helveker, which leads lesser men to hell, and brought you here to glorious Asgard.
Asgard? This place is truly like no other. And, this is not a dream? Am I supposed to fight you?
We will fight together, and become part of the greatest army ever assembled. But first, go eat and drink among the gods. Take your place in the Hall of the Slain. Your bravery has earned it.
Thor! Stormbringer!
Okay, that's kind of weird. I didn't think that would be mystery. Or at least I didn't think that would be the entirety of it. Alright, how do we get in? God, imagine being trapped in there and then you just die. Okay. Okay. Alright, maybe okay. Maybe it's fine. I don't know what happens. I think you come back here later and there's more stuff. I don't remember. Maybe there's another section that I go to. Definitely more. This part's gonna be kind of a big area. Yeah, I think you come back here and there's been stuff added. Or like a new region. Oh, this is the tiers. Yeah, okay. Can't do that one yet. I don't really remember what you get for all that, though. Alright, we're fine. You're fine. Quit crying. Nice place. How many of these do we have? Definitely not 30. Good amount. $19. 11 more. And how many? I think that is 11. Unless the game fucks me over and blocks me from getting some of them, we should be able to do all this. Do we need a key for this one? Nope. Not sure what that was referring to then. I don't know if that's just like Norse mythology that I don't understand. This one gave me a ton of trouble. It's like halfway up this tower, but it's impossible to climb that tower. There's just so many walls that you just can't climb up. so we're dead. I like the little blood that just came out. Okay, not ideal. Not what you want to do. Like on that tower there. Where does this take me? Takes me all the way to the bottom. Okay. Yeah, okay. Can't climb up that one. Clamber? No, can't get up to that one, sir. Is literally on that platform. How? Oh, okay, I remember this. Get up there. Holy shit. These. Okay, well, that's gonna hurt. Not something she would do and flip into the water or something. Okay, I remember this. Was there up here? No. Alright, I probably will not get this first try. Okay, never mind. And we need a key. That would suck. Alright, next two are over here. Down, that's also open. Alright, please. Go into the water. I need so much space there. Sound like you just said fucky. Alright, how... Oh, it's in... Is this in the forge? No, it's too far from the forge. Okay. Maybe it is the forge. Maybe it's just a bigger forge than I thought. How do we get to the forge? It's like straight ahead. Oh, ow. I keep clicking the wrong button to heal. There is a second region. I just remembered there's a way more like snowy region. I'm just gonna. That's so much. Alright, asshole. Did actually, yeah, okay, good. A little awkward. Still not coming through. Where is it? Oh, it's up there. I don't think I took the intended path. Almost like broke my hand on that thing. That was a 100-meter drop. A little over 100. Okay, this fall, I don't know if it was this one that killed me, but it was very similar. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay, I was very confused.
I see you there!
Thor! Why do you call?
A challenge! Will you face me in fighting?
I'll accept your challenge and teach you a lesson through humiliation. Now speak, that I might hear the strength of your convictions.
Come and flight me, all father. It's cross the water.
Oh, beware what you ask for. I'll finish the fight.
Not bad, old man. I have slain giants and monsters. I am endlessly brave. I am adored by the masses from warrior to slave. You are the worst of the Aesir, a coddled old clod.
I'm as wise as an owl. You're a fool of a god.
You were lucky. Shame serves as your shadow wherever you roam. Your failure's the point, and I'll hammer it home. You're a simpering greybeard who will soon meet his end.
Well, your victory's not what my visions portend.
Better than I thought.
Describe defeat for me, Thor! I do not know the taste.
This setback will only drive me to get better, to get stronger, and I will return and crush you with my wit.
Not even 4 yet, damn. That 5-level charisma check is pretty far away. Alright, so we got these 2, these 4. No, 1, 2. There's one that I'm missing somewhere. One, two, 1, 2, 3. There's 6 left. Unless it just hasn't shown up yet, or like it's overlapping with another. Find out. Frey is just there chilling. Yeah, there's just this patch that you just slide down. Okay, thank God. Ooh. They better not lock me out of the last tier stone. Oh, fuck. It's probably gonna be faster to just go back here and then run across, right? Otherwise, we'd have to like climb all the way back up and then run across. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. That's cool, we're just picking stuff up from these guys. Just passively. Is that mine? Oh, no. trying to get out of the fire. I'm beginning to worry that they locked me out of one until I move further into the story. No, I'm locked out at 2? Fuck. One's right there. Is that always there, or was that just put on my map? I wonder if there's one right here. I just haven't gotten close enough to it. Okay, well, we might as well... Fuck, no, there's still... Okay, so no, that's the last one, because we also have the offering one. Please tell me there's like a boat. Okay. Love that. That looked way closer, or way further away than it actually is. That, this looks like a lot of distance. But it's just right there. Alright, what is this gonna be? Look, it's too low to be stacking, yeah.
Skadi! Oh, Skadi! Why are you so cold? Oh, Skadi!
Njordur, your drunken laments ripple through Asgard. What is...
I have a beautiful... But is it enough to make Skadi happy?
She is Jotun. You should have known this.
She chose me.
You cannot keep this up. Your wailing will...
I care not. I have mead enough.
Maybe they will, but not before plundering the...
I had not thought of that. By a meal, I refuse to swim like a fish. Fisherman. Bring me a boat. Scotty! Scotty! Her heart is as cold as her mountain peaks.
Having a Jotun for a wife cannot be
I don't know where
easy.
you want me to
The
bring
only
you.
time she ever really smiled was when that coat nearly ripped Loki's balls off. I remember thinking, that one is cruel and magnificent. But the pleasure was not worth the pain. And now, I have her whole cursed clan to deal with.
I know a rune that will dull the edges of their weapons.
Only if it will blunt her tongue.
Nope, it's not. I don't know where to go. They have a beach house, I guess. But it's hard to see anything. Alright, Google. Yeah, that is the place. I was right. I was hoping he would get off first to like signal, yeah, you're at the right place.
I hope you find peace, noble Njotr. A bad match can be troublesome, but not worse than having nothing to love.
My home at no.
Now, is there an easy way to get to here? Really doesn't look like it. Fastest way would probably be going back here. Like, this looks like a path. Like, maybe this is a road, but I also don't really care to try. Yeah, there we go. That did not sound soft.
They will attack on sight here.
Ow. I know what? Yeah, we go to Jotunheim, I think. I think. This is clearly a boss arena. Big open space, bunch of health and arrows lying around.
Smells like a trap. Need to be careful here. Smells like a trap.
Okay, so I'm literally just missing the one tear stone. $29. Okay, so the last stone doesn't appear until the final quest. Which is mildly annoying. Unseal the well. Make it faster. God, that's so annoying. Oh God, that scared the crap out of me. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Whoops. We're fine. Alright, back to this. This was a puzzle that really annoyed me the first time. Alright, I'm back. He's been waiting for me forever. Okay, that does not help.
There are 2 targets the light must strike, but only one stream.
How do 2 farms share one source of water?
By splitting the stream.
Shit. Shit. Alright, so that's definitely not it, 'cause we need to actually split the stream. Gotta have to do something. How do you split it, though? I don't see anything that would... split the stream. That's what if I redirect it back into the original source? No. Well, then we got that one. I don't see like a splitter or anything though. And the only thing we can really move is this. Unless the splitter is like hidden. This has to be pointed at that one, because I can't really point it anywhere else useful. I think that's in the right spot. Oh. Ah.
Once or twice.
Yep, totally.
The light has found its mark. The stone is lit.
I've totally done this before. Okay, so that's probably...
I doubt the Nornir will appreciate our visit. The curious are not welcome here.
We'll have come and gone before they feel our presence.
Probably want to do this. There we go. Okay.
The well is
It's just a matter of finding the splitter.
I will lead.
Let's just jump on in, I guess.
Take what you need and do it quickly. We should not linger.
Oh, it's the Weavers.
Tyr?
Oh. adorable.
Careless little pup. You shouldn't be here. Where are you? There's no wolf alive I can trust.
Javi, stop!
Out of my way, here! I'll suffer no wolves in Askadir.
This is a sacred place. Killing here is forbidden. You know this, Javi. Has your mind fled you? You act as though possessed by the spirit of another.
The Nornir warned me. A wolf will be my doom at Ragnarok.
Will you slay every wolf in the Nine Realms to sidestep this fate?
Yes.
Ridiculous.
Take
Clearly
this
not a
beast,
grinder.
I'll have it caged. I would have every wolf and dog in Asgard caged if I could.
To ease your troubled mind, I will do as you ask. We need you focused for the coming war.
Thank you, Courage Bringer, for your steady hand.
When one descends this deep, there's no going back up.
Then the only way is further down.
Let me pet him. Damn it. Gotta go down to go up. Why couldn't I have come in this way?
Loki?
You entered the well, did you not? And you found what you were looking for?
I have a skin of sacred water, yes. Is the builder preparing his demonstration?
How did the well look? Peaceful? Calm? Quiet?
What are you driving at, Loki?
Driving at? I'm only curious. The well is a wondrous place. I wish I could see it for myself.
There was a wolf cub with us, trespassing on sacred ground. But Tyr took care of it.
Took care of it? Is he dead?
I asked you a question, Loki. Is the builder ready or not?
The wolf, mad one. What have you done to the wolf?
The beast lives for now. Test my patience further, and I may fashion a cap from its coat.
There's no need, Harvey. No need. I only worry about the purity of the well. That's all, and no more.
Yeah, okay. Sure. I know some
Now tell me
Norse
plainly.
mythology.
Where is the builder?
In a meadow not far from here. Your raven may find the way.
Okay, I guess we can't just travel there. No, it looks like it's on a road. Where could he be?
Your timing is perfect. We found the perfect spot. Did you bring the water?
As promised.
Oy.
Wonderful. As it blends with my paint, its magic will power the runes of protection that I here inscribe.
No rune will protect you from my wrath if I catch you playing games.
A perfect mix.
Wait, what are you doing?
Harnessing Hooker magic to bind my spirit to these enchantments. It amplifies the strength.
Hooker magic? You learned this from the Jotnar?
They practice a form of Hooker magic, but this is my own technique, and it's just about done. Could you lend a hand and bring me a few jars of paint? As many as you can. Be careful with that jar. It's fragile. Easy. Remember, just place it. Don't...
Ah. Shit. I stuck my ass over the fire.
Remember, just place it. Don't break it.
He says that again. I'm gonna throw this one at him.
That's well enough. Exactly the right spot.
What now, Builder?
Perhaps you should move out of the way. Atop that rock, the view will be much better.
This isn't a rock, this is a pillar.
There. Will that do?
It will indeed. Hold, hold, and there it is. A thing of beauty.
The runes you painted conjured this shield?
They did. And if all goes well, it will protect your allies and roast your enemies.
Show me.
With pleasure. Draw some invaders out from the woods and into the shield. Alive, of course. They must be alive.
The barrier will not harm me as I cross?
You have my word, Harry.
Hey, what's going on? Halt!
Over here, you stinking shits! Skulking about like cowards. Am I so fearsome that you hide like mice in a farmer's field?
Oh, what's the fuss? Hey! You try the other way.
That's good. Draw them closer. Yes! Yes, it works!
Look at that. Like moths to a flame. Come, you fatherless curse. I am one and you
Oh my
are
god.
What have you got to lose?
Jesus
The
Christ.
fools. They run towards
They
their
keep
doom.
going.
Builder, is your shield supposed to flicker like that?
The shield is unstable!
Your shield is failing, Builder. They're passing
Ow.
I
through.
don't understand.
Jesus Christ. There we go.
What?
Ow. Ow.
Your shield has failed.
No, not at all. I just need to make some adjustments.
Builder, your shield summons an army, but it is as weak as your word.
Going to split you.
Holy shit.
Promised.
Never mind that now. They're coming from all sides.
I I should have let Loki have his way with you. You need to fix this now.
I'm painting as fast as I can.
Okay, so those I can't do anything about.
Try to trip the fool.
Or they hurt you!
I almost have it!
There we go.
That was not as smooth as I had hoped. But the beans can be forgiven when the end bears fruit.
A sour fruit, not as sweet as you promised.
It held. The shield worked wonders.
It worked well enough. Impressive, but unstable.
Don't fear, my friend. The problem is no more. I have mixed the proper solution. With enough materials and the right incentive, I pledge to build a tower so tall, it would shield all of Asgard.
Materials we can find, that's no issue. What incentive do you mean?
Oh, just a trifle. Nothing grand. I only want Freya as my wife and queen.
Your coming here was no accident, was it? You desired Freya well before you arrived.
If I had announced my desire from the start, you would have hurled me back through that portal.
Yup.
But my offer is honest and my magic is real. For a wife and a queen, I will give you the means to protect your kind.
Freya is not mine to barter like a bale of wheat. I will ask her what she desires.
Do what you must, but my price stands firm. No Freya, no shield. I have no other needs.
And you have no other friends, so tread lightly here.
Ooh. Don't remember how long this story arc is.
Where is everyone?
I would like to finish it tonight.
A wolf should be peeled, not pampered. It would make a fine cook.
Jesus. Things spread quick around here.
I'll wager Tyr is raising that wolf so he can fight it.
He took the wolf as a trophy.
What see you, old friend?
Just the bird is so useless in this game. If you can't tag enemies, then there's no point.
Witness the wolf from the well! Look at the size of this beautiful creature. Impressive, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
Clear eyes, strong haunches. It must come from powerful stock.
You fools. It could swallow the moon next month if it continues to grow like this.
I know your mind, Javi, but this wolf is not your enemy. The signs of Ragnarök, when it comes, will be clear for all to see.
Tyr, you roll bones in a game you do not understand.
That may be, but I'll assume the risk. If there's a price to be paid, I'll pay it.
It's the Jotnar that trouble us now. Have you spoken with the builder?
The builder, yes. Is Freya nearby?
She's teaching Thor about organizing armies. A battle they're both losing.
Come along then. You must all hear what I have to say.
You spoke
Loki has no subtlety.
I did.
And the secret...
These markings are your worry.
Enough of this sorcery, woman. Just point me towards the enemy and I will handle them.
Javi, you look troubled. The Builder gave me a demonstration of his magic. He conjured a shield that killed invaders on contact.
That would do well for us.
But your expression says otherwise.
I fear the price is too high.
What does he want?
You. Me.
Does he take us for slavers? I will smash his skull till he shits out brains!
Now hold on, everyone. Let's weigh the...
Do not finish that thought. What was your reply?
I told him it was your choice alone.
You didn't refuse him outright?
I evaded his question to gain us time. Time to devise a better idea.
One that does not involve selling off your queen, I trust.
How about I beat on his liver till he builds us a wall for free?
Might we consider...
I will not barter with my body.
That would be a first.
Wow.
Hold on. I've got it. The blunt end of my hammer on his family stones.
You are overthinking this, all of you. Give this builder an impossible task, a deadline of, say, 9 days. When he forfeits, as he no doubt will, Freya remains free, and we may finish his work as intended.
He would be mad or stupid to agree.
You underestimate...
Why 9
men
days?
of intellect,
Like, it's so
Lord of
suspicious.
Thor. The builder is a proud man. He won't back down from a challenge.
I do not like this.
Nor do I, but we must act. Loki, bring this offer to the Builder.
Your will is my deed, Rune Writer.
You grapple with forces outside your control.
You are eager to see the deal done?
We're Acid. She's Vani. Watch out! Keep your distance!
The wolf.
Shit! Tyr, stand back! I'll get it.
Drit! Vi skulle fly! Wolf! Wolf!
Out of the way! The wolf is mine! Stand clear. I will catch it.
I'll sharpen my axe with your teeth, beast.
Do not fight the beast! Leave it to me!
Trying to kick it.
Are you the wolf, Pluto? Are you my doom?
Are you destined to destroy me? I am the Dead Walker. I am the living ghost. I cannot die. We will see which is stronger. Your fate or my will.
Oh, fuck. Nice. Okay, where's the last one? Oh, that was BS. Shit. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. It's on his ass. Oh! I don't have any more arrows. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't throw these back. I can't throw these back.
If I spare your life, will you do the same? I've warned you well, and look where it has led.
Do it.
Avi, stop! Stay your ex!
Yeah.
Out of my way, Loki!
You swore an oath to never spill my blood.
Step aside, and I won't have to.
This is my blood!
I should have said it earlier, probably.
He is my son!
Can't really blame me for that.
Tyr, you've cared for this wolf. You will be its jailer. Take it to Lingui, bind it there. Make sure it never leaves the island. I can speak with the dwarf Ivaldi. May he find a more permanent solution.
Come, boy. You're safe with me.
Be kind, Justice Pringle.
Remember that though, Wolf. Remember what I can do.
Loki. There will be a reckoning.
Of this, I have no doubt.
Got a big nose.
Skies darken like an ill omen. My impossible task grows more urgent.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call it there. I definitely won't be able to finish it tonight. I might come back later though, after eating. Yeah, we'll see. So maybe be back later. If not, then tomorrow. So till then, peace out.